Welcome to Siesta Key, Florida. I'm going to be talking about where in the USA you're going to see the most significant price cuts, at least from last month. I'm actually going to go over this article that Realtor.com just released yesterday, and it talks about the 10 cities that had the most price cuts. And my name is Maciek Zaremba. I'm with Fathom Realty, live in Sarasota, Florida for a long time now, decades, and I'm a real estate agent. Currently, I'm over at Turtle Beach, which is on the southern part of Siesta Key, and just sitting on the dock over here. It's absolutely beautiful, very nice day in March. So let's kind of go over where across the US have there been the most significant price cuts for housing. And one more thing I'll mention before we get into the actual list is that, you know, the housing markets that have price reductions actually get hit with a double whammy. And the double whammy is this: not only are there price reductions on the front end, meaning the list price, but also there's a lot more negotiation that happens in those markets versus the markets where they don't have price reductions and things sell on a regular, healthy basis. So they get hit twice, and the actual sales price is usually even lower than the price reduced price, because you have to take into consideration some of the seller credits that are given to the buyers. Sometimes they buy down their interest rate, all types of reasons. And I don't know if you know, but over 1/5, over 20% of the entire inventory of houses for sale in the USA had price reductions in February alone. Well, I had to move because the deck was just too hot. But one more thing I want to mention, and then let's get into the list, is that in February 22, only 9% of the people slash prices of the home slashed their price. February 2023, 18%. So we're having twice as many price reductions as we did just 1 year ago. So let's get into the list here. So what I'm going to do here is mention from most price reductions to least price reductions. This is a top 10 list. So in first place is Austin, Texas. 25.4% of all listings had a price reduction, and that was only in the month of February. And their median sales price is $532,500. Number 2 is Phoenix, Arizona. That was 24.6% of all listings had a price reduction, and their median sales price is a little lower at $487,000 even. Third is Port St. Lucie, Florida, which is on the other coast of Florida, right around where I am, which is Sarasota. So it's just a little bit north of West Palm Beach. And they had 23% of all listings reduced their pricing in February, and their median sales price is $450,000. I should correct myself. This is the median list price, not the median sales price. Number 4, Huntsville, Alabama. This is a little surprising to me, but so far all of these have been in the Sun Belt, which is the southern region of the entire US, all from California all the way down to Florida. So Huntsville had 22% of all the homes going through a price reduction, and the median list price is $394,175. Number 5, Las Vegas, Nevada. This does not surprise me, with a big run-up of not just homes that sold, but also all the new construction that they're building over there. It doesn't surprise me that they're on the list as number 5. And 21.9% of all the homes on the market in February reduced pricing, and their median list price is $445,500. So real quick, let's go through the next 5, which would be Ogden, Utah. 21.5% had reductions. Columbia, South Carolina, 19.8% had price reductions. Nashville, Tennessee is number 8, 19% had price reductions. Flint, Michigan also doesn't surprise me with what they're going through. 18.8% had price reductions, and Colorado Springs, Colorado had 18.7% with price reductions. So those were the cities that dropped the most. But if you want to know where prices are staying stable, that means that they have the least amount of price reductions. Let's go over that list real quick. Once again, this is a top 10 list. We're going to start with the ones that had the least amount of price reductions, and that would be Syracuse, New York. They had 4.5% of all the listings have a price reduction. Then Bridgeport, Connecticut comes in at number 2. 4.9% of the listings had price reduction. Reading, Pennsylvania is number 3 at 6.1%. Number 4 is Barnstable, Massachusetts at 6.2%. had price reductions. Manchester, New Hampshire comes in at number 5, and that is 6.4% of all listings had price reductions. And then we have Madison, Wisconsin at 6.4%, Portland, Maine at 6.7%. Number 8 is Omaha, Nebraska at 7.1%. Then Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota at 7.2%. And then Providence, Rhode Island comes in at number 10 with 7.8% of the homes having price reductions. So what does this mean? Well, basically, if you're a buyer, here's what it means. That the first list of 10 that I gave you are probably going to be places that are going to continue having more and more price reductions. They probably came up faster than the second list, and now they're going to come down faster than the second list. If you're a buyer and you can move anywhere to the US, and you have to do it very soon, then I would consider the second list. These are the ones with the least amount of price reductions because they are more of a stable market. They're probably not going to have big price reductions. And if you want to know what's going on in the Sarasota Manatee market in Sarasota, Florida, then please just watch this video right here. Hey, if I could ask you for a favor, just take a moment, pause this video, subscribe, put on the ring notification bell. I really appreciate it.